having more fun than a human being should be allowed to have. I think Mr. Snerdley may have a point. Here's what happened. Yesterday, ABC News, Washington Post, proudly and with great fanfare and with a lot of media support, released a poll that showed for the first time ever a plurality of Americans like and support Obamacare. The numbers were 49 to 48%. And then I, your host, El Rushbo, remembered that it was a poll 4 days ago, 5 days ago now, but 4 days ago yesterday, that the AP did that showed an all-time low for Obamacare at 26%. And I made a big hullabaloo about this. Spent a lot of time on this ABC News poll, as you know, and spent a lot of time on the AP poll, reminding you of it just 4 days prior. And then asking, how can this be? And apparently, AP, because I don't know anybody else focused on this to the extent that we did yesterday, AP has run a story today to explain the difference. Now, I'm going to tell you something. This is unprecedented, too. It's not unprecedented, but it's rare when one news organization / polling company runs a story to explain the differences in their poll and a competing poll. And that's what AP has done today. Polls often diverge by a few points, but it's rare to see well-respected polls come to opposing conclusions about the public's take on an issue. In the last week, however, an Associated Press GFK poll found support for Obama's health care overhaul at a new low, while a Washington Post ABC News poll showed it had a new high. The seemingly contradictory findings stem more from question wording and timing than from either poll doing something wrong or even misrepresenting public opinion. This is circling the wagons here. This is the AP. Why do this? Who else made a big hullabaloo about this? It was only made a big deal here. Nobody else cared, really. But I am into the sausage factory aspect of this stuff. So the AP felt duty-bound to explain how both polls could be right on the money. They'll circle the wagons and protect the business. And so here's what they say. The AP GFK poll asks those taking the poll whether they support, oppose, or neither support nor oppose the law, while the Washington Post ABC News poll asks if they support or oppose it. The inclusion or absence of that neutral category is critical as poll takers respond to the question they're asked, rather than offering opinions unprompted. So what their point here is, ABC did not give their poll respondents an opportunity to express the I don't care or I don't know option, and the AP did. And the AP says, doesn't make what ABC did wrong. It doesn't make what we did wrong. It doesn't mean that anybody doctored the results, yada, yada, yada. Yes, it does. It means that ABC wanted to get a result, and they did what they had to do to get it. And they wanted that result for 1 day. They wanted that result for the deadline day, or the day after the deadline day. They wanted it for April 1st so that they could join with the regime, because remember, the media is part of the regime. There is no news anymore. There really isn't any media. It's just extensions of the left of the Democrat Party. And so the timing was to get a poll that showed for the first time ever a plurality, even if it was only by 1 point, of massive support for Obamacare. And they got it. And it allowed them. Now, I'm going to tell you what's happening here, folks. These people are deluding themselves. Obama and the Rose Garden little shenanigans yesterday and these doctored, crazy, wacko polls. This is a repeat of 2010. They just can't deal with reality, so they're gathering together amongst themselves. They're telling themselves, not only is everything okay, we're actually beating the hordes back, and we're triumphing, we're winning, and everybody loves us now, and everybody loves Obamacare now. They're deluding themselves, and they're heading for another crash this November, just like what happened in 2010.